So 8 seconds in, I realised that my mic was muted. So today I thought I would share a little nugget as it's a Tuesday here in the UK, a Tuesday that feels like a Monday or a Wednesday because we've had an extra bank holiday weekend. And today I wanted to share a little bit about key elements to think about when you're creating your talk. Now, I've planned on sharing three. However, if this looks like it's going to be too long a video, because I only want it to be a short like nugget, if you like, a little soup song for you, then what I'll actually do is I will just create another video tomorrow and the day afterwards. How's that? So whether you're watching on my Facebook page, which if you didn't know I had a Facebook page, I'm Jenny Kovacs at the Queen of Being Seen. To find it, just type in at Visibility Vibe without the S on the end, and you'll find it there. Feel free to leave a 5-star or any star review. The other place you can find me is by typing at Jenny Kovacs on YouTube, and you'll find my channel there going back, I don't know, 6-7 years of lots of visibility nuggets and interviews and interesting pieces on there. And the other place that I'm streaming right now is on my LinkedIn profile. So for those of you that we've recently connected, hello. I do this every now and then. And for those of you who have been with me for a long time, thank you for your comments and your support and just for showing up and actually being visible, not for me, but for you. So if this is the first time you've heard of me, I am, as it says there, Jenny Kovacs, the Visibility Queen. I'm actually known internationally now as the Queen of Being Seen. And I've been passionate about this work since 2010. I'm passionate about it because there are many areas of our lives where we often get ignored, not intentionally. Sometimes we are visible to a point, but we need to kind of stretch it and step it up a level. Sometimes we are struggling to be visible because we're not sure how we want to be taken seriously. And other times we just don't quite know what needs to change. So today I'm going to be talking about visibility when you're preparing a talk, a presentation. Maybe you're going to speak and talk about something in a meeting. Maybe it's your team that you need to pull together and speak to, or maybe you are looking for career progression and promotion. So you want to be seen maybe as more confident, more credible within your work. That's basically what I do. I'm a visibility specialist that helps you to raise your professional profile, either in your organisation, in your industry, or all of them. So I get asked this such a lot. Jenny, I have to give a talk and I need to pull something together. What do I say? And I'm going to rewind you back a bit because what I'm about to share with you is far more helpful than just what do you say and what do you talk about. In fact, there are three things to consider when you're speaking: the need, the numbers, and the time. So apply this to the next talk or presentation or time that you need to present something, information or anything in a meeting. So first of all, what is the need? The best way that you can laser focus down to what it is exactly that you want to say is the need. Let's say, for example, you're watching this on LinkedIn and you're going to be doing a LinkedIn Live, either by yourself or with somebody else. What's the topic that you're speaking about on this particular occasion? What's the need, i.e., what's the one thing that you could say that has the people listening completely understand and get what it is that you want to say or what it is that you want to do? Start with that, focus in on that, and your messaging will automatically be easier, clearer. You'll have a clearer idea of things to say, the things not to say, things to include and things not to include. So the second piece is the numbers. Now, a lot of speakers approach this from a place of ego, and it's really easy to do. I've just spoken to 1,000 people. Whoa, look at me. When actually, the reason to know the numbers means that you can then adapt what you're saying or what you're about to say, given the number of people you're speaking to. For example, let's say that you know that next week you're going to be presenting some important information in a meeting, and you know that there will be approximately 5 to 10 people around the boardroom table. Or let's say that you are a freelancer, maybe you're a business owner, a founder, a CEO, and you want to present something at maybe a networking and a meeting, maybe you're not sure how many people are there, but you'll guess there might be around 60. Or you are telling people about your business. So you're looking to speak to promote your products, your services, or your value. And you know that maybe you've been invited into someone else's audience. There's going to be 1,000 people there. It means that the information that you give and share, it can be tailor-made to adapt and to suit the number in the audience. So if there's 3 people in front of you and you start pacing up and down the room, pumping your fist in the air like Tony Robbins and saying, say yes, they might not quite get the point that you want to make, and it won't land or resonate. Now, people often assume that public speaking is all around personality and being bright and loud and brash, when actually all it is about engagement with your audience. And that goes 2 ways. Yes, you engage the audience and they engage you. And the only way that you can do that is by knowing a rough guesstimate of the numbers, so that you know exactly, how to engage them. So as an example, last year I did a number of quite significant speaking gigs. And I say significant, not only in the places that they were held, but also for the numbers. When you have a whole auditorium, maybe hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people, a show of hands will still engage them. Asking them a question will still engage them. Asking them to reflect, even by themselves, if they're not sharing, will still engage them. So get to know your numbers. Now, one of the things that became obviously more popular during the pandemic were online speaking gigs. And the weird thing was, I was still delivering online speaking gigs and paid speaking gigs since way before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and now after the pandemic. So there is a slight nuance between live speaking, in-person speaking, and online speaking, but the engagement shouldn't change. That's down to you as a speaker to keep that energy high, keep those people engaged. So the other thing is the time. So as I deliver this to you, this could be a 2-hour masterclass. It could be what I do with my private clients over a day, other words known as a private client day or a VIP day for the coaches out there. Or I actually have worked over the years, over the last 8 years now, with various people. They've been CEOs, they've had their own businesses and companies to run. They often do stuff that's very pivotal for other people's business. So we work together in a sounding board, which means that we often get to meet face to face just for an hour a month, but they're supported throughout the year, which means that as they're giving their presentations, they can then elevate those. As they're being more visible, we can look at real time in actually moving forward and how to make that person more visible, not just through their speaking. It could be how they show up on camera, on video, or it could even be how they put themselves out there online, in person, or in networking. It's one of my favorite things to do. So the time that you have to be able to speak is important. I want to keep this under 10 minutes. For no other reason than I'm sure you've got other things to do, but I want you to listen back to this video, make notes based on the speaking that you have to do next, or the presentation or the meeting that you need to attend, the information that you need to share, and actually put these pieces in play before you've even thought about what you're going to say. So if you have 3 minutes to deliver a talk, 30 minutes to deliver a talk, 3 days over a live event, which I've also done. I've run 3-day events online and in person. It tailors exactly how much you can share, how deeply you can go into the information that you're giving, or how wide you can span it. So that's it for now. Let me know, do you have a talk coming up? Is there something that you are thinking about doing for that? Is there a question that you've got? You can contact me either way, any place that you see this, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, or my Facebook page, the Queen of Being Seen Facebook page, at Visibility Vibes, and I'll be happy to help. Yes, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and all of those too. But more importantly, I'd love to know how you are getting on using these tips in your talk. one thing that you'll find is it will stop all of that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. What am I going to say? I haven't really figured it out. And you will be your most confident, credible, calm, and visible self as you walk on the screen. That's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed this Tuesday tip. Bye for now.